Welcome to Piper Creates Chaos. Now, I have never seen an art material that you have to peel to use, so of course I had to show you. Today's video is brought to you by Phoenix. I'll be using their macaroon water-soluble oil paint sticks, which is just like oil pastels, but it's buttery, they're huge, and they are so vibrant. I mean, look at all these gorgeous colors. When I look at them, I think fresh, lively, amazing. Now, not only do you get all of these awesome colors, you also get a palette knife. So this is very helpful, one, in doing the actual peeling, and two, in creating texture. If you were to take one of these oil paint sticks out, it would not work. The first thing you have to do is actually peel it. So it has plastic around the outside. You have to peel and take that off, and then you have to look, and there are different lines for how much you need exposed. I'm only going to the first line just to show you what it looks like. When you peel off this paper, you'll see that there's some bumps on the outside of the oil paint stick. Honestly, it looks a little bit like moisture, but if you touch it, it doesn't do anything. This is just one of the signs that the outside peel is still on. So you want to take your palette knife and peel the entire outside, even if there aren't bumps. Honestly, the entire casing is hard, so if you touch the outside, you won't really get any of the paint on your fingers. As I'm peeling it, I'm also keeping the outside. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I just think these colors are amazing and it won't smush or smudge on anything, so I'm gonna keep it, maybe use it for a project later. Once you've cut off all of the outside, you can finally use it like a soft oil pastel. This way, it's buttery, it's smooth, and it's very vibrant. Plus, it's very easy. You can also add some water and you can create a watercolor effect. By adding water on top of what you already colored down, you can make it softer and spread it just like you were turning it into watercolor. I'm going to repeat the process with all of these oil pastel sticks. You'll also notice that I'm only peeling down to one line, so I don't need to use the entire stick at once, but once I do need to go past to a second line or a third line, the outside will not be peeled, so you'll have to remove the skin again. Once we've peeled them all, we're ready to start using them. Honestly, I made them look a little bit like crystals the way I hacked off the outside, but that just makes them more fun. I want to see what each of these colors actually look like on paper though. There's a few different ways to use them. The first is drawing directly on the surface, just like a soft oil pastel. The second is to add some water to the color. This will turn it into a type of watercolor paint. The third way is to wet the surface and then color over with the stick on top. This way you'll get a mix of what the watercolor and oil pastel look like. For these, I'm just going to show you all of them using all of these techniques, just so you can see the difference in colors and shades as you try. As someone who uses oil pastels almost every day, I can tell you that these are very similar, at least in the initial, not with the water. If you use water with real oil pastels, it does nothing. It is horrendous, so don't try that. But I'm really liking the way that all of these colors are very pastel, they're very vibrant. It definitely makes me think of, already these pinks make me think of florals automatically. But they also work really well together, so I'm excited to try them out. Keep in mind that once you peel the outside, the oil paint sticks are just like oil pastels in that they are very messy and can get all over your hands. So once you draw or you paint, you want to make sure that you're not going to rub it with anything. You don't want to rub it with your hand, and if you use it in a sketchbook, you're going to want to either use some fixing setting spray, or you're going to want to take the page out of the sketchbook, just because if not, it'll get on the page in front of it. as I'm swatching these colors, you can see the complete difference from earlier when you didn't take off the skin. Now, I was not smart, and when I first got these sent to me, I went out by the water and I was ready to paint, and I did not know, because I did not read the box, that you're supposed to peel the outside, so I was really confused as to how to use them. I had to Google and I had to double check. It's literally on the box, so I was just not being smart. But it's very different if you don't peel the outside. It's almost like they won't work. But as I'm doing this and swatching each of the colors, you can see that when the water dries, it does appear like watercolor. On the left, it's a lot more vibrant and thicker just because that's where I'm coloring with the actual oil paint stick. But on the right, that's where the watercolor effect starts to show. Along with these 12 colors, I also get a colorless oil paint stick blender. So this will just be able to help if you're trying to blend two colors together. As you can see, it doesn't do anything if you have water, it doesn't do anything by itself. But when you're trying to mix two different colors, let's say like a blue purple and a teal, if you use it in the middle, it can help for more of a seamless blending. You can also use your fingers and smudge it together, but as you can see, that gets very messy. Now, let's try this out for an actual drawing. I was looking at these colors and they looked amazing, so I thought, why not draw some lilies? So I'm gonna first start out with an outline. It's gonna be pink because, of course, these pink colors are gorgeous and vibrant, but I'm just gonna draw two of the different flowers. Now, again, these are so easy to draw with, so smooth, and I'm using a bunch of different papers. The one that I swatched on was mostly for watercolors. This one is a very thin, untexturized paper, and as you can see, it works on both of them, and this one, it's extra smooth. There's a couple different ways to actually draw with it. So if you press down really hard, a lot of the oil paint stick will come off. As you can see, this looks just like butter. It's so smooth and it's thick and it's texturized. So if you want more of the paint and the texture to come off, press down harder. If you want it to not be like that, if you want it to be lighter and a little faint, then don't use a lot of pressure. But when you're blending different colors, this is where I use more pressure. I like the look of it sort of mixing, but being very texturized in between. So if you press down hard on both of the oil pastels, especially as you layer, you'll get a really interesting effect. When you add each color, you can sort of decide if you want to blend it or if you just want it to sit on top. For this pink, I'm having it be the very top. I'm not trying to blend it right now, and it's very vibrant. Now with this orange color coming in, I'm starting to blend it all around, and that's why you see it in between a bunch of different colors. Now the green, oh, I love this green. It is so vibrant. So when I put this in the middle and I want some of the insides to really come out, that's when you have to press down really, really hard. So aside from the blender, something you can do is take the palette knife and actually take off parts of the oil paint stick and put it on your drawing in any type of design. So these are also, again, very soft. So they're malleable, you're able to cut them up as you saw earlier. And in this way, you can add a lot more texture and precision when you're drawing. Like I'm using a bunch of dots on all of the petals and I really like the look of it. But if I just went in with the oil paint stick, it might not be more of a circle and it might smush because it is chonky, which we love. So here's the completed flowers. I love the color palette, but let's see if I can bring these outside. I decided to go to a close park. I was lugging everything with me, but I also brought this cute art stand. It's the aluminum art box from Phoenix as well, and this is something that allows you to bring a canvas and an easel everywhere that you go. So I'm trying to draw this bench and the tree. Now, I am not going for amazing and perfect. I honestly just wanted some doodle time, so we're going for more of a doodle sketch. Of course, I also brought snacks because I have to have snacks. But drawing outside was honestly so relaxing for me. I usually am in my room drawing every single day, sitting at my desk, so going outside was a nice change. I do have an issue though when I go outside. I had always worried about being able to film because this is my full-time job, but now that I actually have a setup, it's a lot easier. Now let's turn this doodle into watercolor. When I finish with the water, I'll add back some of the paint stick and I'm done. Let me know in the comments what you want to see next. Thank you so much for watching and don't forget to subscribe for more. I'll see you next time.